This here, like for example, this here was shot out. This glass here got the same. See what I'm saying? Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside.
Late on a dimly lit night at the Highland Park Apartments in Highland Hills, local activists patrolling this high-crime area of South Dallas were taking fire. Moments before, a young resident, angered over some stolen weed and a dispute with his girlfriend, began shooting in the air. Marcus X. Russell, one of the activists, walked toward the shooter. As Russell made his approach, he told the shooter to leave immediately. Russell said that he wasn't going to call the police, but that he had to leave. All the shooter must have heard was something about calling the police because as Russell closed the distance, the resident changed his position and began shooting in the activist's direction. The patrollers took cover behind some cars and directed other residents who were playing with their children outside back into their apartments. The gunfire didn't stop until the shooter was out of bullets. The activists on the patrol, a coalition comprised of the group's guerrilla mainframe and black empowerment movement, were armed to the teeth. They almost always carry shotguns, machetes, and semi-automatic rifles as they make their rounds. They had been patrolling the complex for months, but not once, even as they took fire that night, did they shoot their weapons. Later, they were able to safely approach the young, 16-year-old shooter and talk out their dispute. If it were the police doing the patrol, Devontae Peters, one of the activists, says he worries that the resident would have died that night. "2019 was one of Dallas's most violent years since 2007, with more than 200 homicides. Mayor Eric Johnson and Dallas Police Chief U. Renee Hall have both rolled out plans and recommendations to make the city safer. While time would only tell if their methods were effective, guerrilla mainframe and black empowerment took matters into their own hands. This is the story of those patrollers. You're watching a Cobbcast. I'm Cobb, and this is The Cast. Every night around 9 p.m., the groups would grab their weapons and begin their rounds of the complex. They have a list of regularly vandalized vacant apartments, or VACOs as they call them, that they check on throughout the night.
What's going on, black man? Good. All right, all right. Patrol coming through. Right there. Patrol coming through. We protecting black people. We ain't doing nothing bad, y'all. Patrol coming through. Tighten up. Tighten up. Patrol coming through. Speed scan. Don't get in hot.
Announce yourself, coming in.
Come in hot.
Coming in,
Come in
Announce
hot.
yourself now. Announce yourself now. Coming in.
Kitchen clear.
There.
Clear.
Back over there.
Close and clear.
Clear.
Clear. South cover. 5, 3, out.
So, is let me get a light on. One of the issues is people breaking into the home to the apartments, and so what they do is vandalize them and trash them. Also set fires to different apartments, as you will see if those apartments aren't secure yet. So pretty much, they're causing damage, and we wouldn't even know that they're occupying these spaces had they not, took the doors out, put holes in the walls and things of that nature. But you also see feces on the ground as well, you know what I'm saying? So this is some of the activities, just like that right there. These are some of the activities we're trying to deter in this neighborhood. And another reason why homelessness is a prevalent issue is that, after a lot of the crimes are committed, they'll run into these apartments and they'll, hide their stolen properties or, just hide out from, just to hide out and deter from, the laws or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, and we spoke with to Tanel Atkins. We went to the town hall budget meeting. We told him he needs to put some more money into the homeless issue out here.
Control coming through. 102.
Announce yourself.
Coming in hot.
Announce yourself.
Hard cover.
Is anybody in the box?
Hard cover.
Announce yourself now.
Hard cover coming in. Coming to the kitchen. Kitchen clear. Bathroom clear. We got a shoe. I said, man, these apartments be nasty. Yeah, we good.
Some new shorts.
No shorts. Got two beer can.
Oh, that windows broke too.
Windows
Even
broke.
though they ain't all the way. Is that cracked?
Correct. Yes, sir. Windows cracked. I'm about to stay late tonight. So I can get some. Somebody trying to break it.
Just breaking.
What's the number?
Yeah, this one, that was compromised.
Okay.
That was compromised. What the fuck is that? Is that a bag of shit, cuz? Is that a bag of shit? I think that's a bag of shit.
No, tissue?
Tissue with shit on it?
Probably so. That's what it is.
Sorry.
So,
We got a community cleanup again.
Mark that on the list. 102.
Yes, I got it.
Window.
Yes, sir.
Hard cover. Breach it.
Announce yourself.
Secure. 208 secure. 208 secure.
208.
208 secure. Secure. Because you're in the spotlight. You're doing good there, but everybody knows. Patrol coming through.
Hey, he said he got to be working 6 in the morning. Yeah. You okay? All right. I told him. We're doing extra. We'll take you to work. If you need, mama, ain't nobody else gonna help you with us. We all we got. We ain't over here policing. We over here being engaging. We're not policing. We engaging. You know what I'm saying? It's called community engagement. We engage community. We just left the DISD school board meeting, and I spoke, and that's what we do. We go to the town hall meetings, we go to the city council meetings, we throw events. If we got to take them to work, we'll take them to work. We clean up the whole apartments, so we engage in the community, not policing it.
Tell them about the Tanel Atkins at the budget town hall.
At the budget town hall? Oh yeah, we went there to tell him about this store right here that has this homeless problem. Where a lot of the people staying in these vacants and destroying apartments are staying on this property, and they come here at 2 in the morning.
what's the store?
This store right here, Highland. The store we shut down last week for taxing people on non-taxable items. We just shut them down for doing that. They also have a bad homelessness problem right here. And we told the city councilman, his office is right here. And when we got online, we seen that the city was trying to make a law to where they take people to get jail and give them tickets if they're on people's property, like gas stations, without permission. So instead of them, like we asked them to send money to build facilities for homeless people, they decided they were going to ticket them and fine them. And so it seems like the city instead of solving problems we give them, they want to make money off of them, you know, and that's kind of the problem we have. And so, like, you see these people, they coming from these stores late at night, and that's what a lot of what we've been shutting down. That's what's a lot of the criminal activity and things going on is coming from the homelessness in this area, which is not just older people. It's 18-year-old homeless people, 60-year-old homeless people, and they're all on drugs, and it's causing a real great problem in the city of Dallas all over. Because it's not just going on in Highland Hills. You can go over there by Redbird Mall, it's happening. You can go off Forest Lane to Dillion, it's happening. You can go to Pleasant Grove to the apartments, it's happening all over the city. So come on. It look clean over here. Somebody might say that.
Yeah. I just go this way.
We don't want to ever Geiger nobody. Oh yeah, we're going this way. We wouldn't do that. Even if we ran the wrong apartment, we'd be smart enough not to kill nobody.
Coming in the apartment.
Coming in hot.
Announce yourself.
Coming in hot.
We coming in hot.
Kitchen is clear. Living room clear. Bathroom clear.
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 They still in the wire. Still in the copper.
So they still in the wire?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Still in the copper. Anytime you see this down, that's what they doing. They getting them bricks from outside and getting this down.
Damn.
We gotta get that door locked.
Let me get some light in here.
That's yeah. They stripping that copper and selling it.
Somebody done had some dope. Look at the bags.
Yeah, they got the bags.
Bags.
They got
Some meat.
meat, food.
Belt. They shooting dope.
They shoot.
Somebody got a belt. Yeah, they shooting dope.
And you know.
I need to stay late because I gotta smash somebody.
So we're not looking to wage war on homeless people, but you know, when we see the type of people that we're dealing with, you know, they're doing drugs, they're doing all types of shit, and it's pretty much putting this complex in a situation to be, you know, burnt down. We had some homeless people talking about, you know, burning down the apartments, and when we go inside some of these vacos, we'll see the burn holes, you know, on the floor. Things of that nature. So, like I said, we're not trying to wage war on homeless people, but at the same time, we would like to have this community that basically change the atmosphere, man, make it a more motivating and inspiring community to be a part of. And this is not motivating or inspiring, you know what I'm saying? So that's where we got to, you know, address this element, the element of homelessness. And a lot of it is teen homelessness, kids that are homeless. They feel like, you know, they don't have anywhere else to go, anything else to do, so they decide to break and vandalize these apartments.
And we've shut down crime in these apartments without one shot being fired by us.
Right.
Not one. We ain't shot nobody, and we ain't even shot the gun one time.
Towards the front. Yeah, towards that white truck.
We've even been in the shootout, and we didn't shoot back, and we didn't kill the individual, and we later on we talked to the individual. Calm them down and see what was going on. We're not advising other people to do that,
Right.
but it seems like we're doing stuff that the police can't do, you know, because if that would have been a shootout, they would have killed them. Some individuals came through and did a drive-by in the apartments last week, and they shot at everybody. We closed the gate. That was something that really didn't have nothing to do with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we stop people from that's in these apartments from doing things, but a lot of times it's hard to stop people coming from outside doing whatever they want to do. But we closed that back gate, and it won't happen as long as that back gate is open. But the reason I'm telling you that is because you know, we've shut down crime, but it ain't over. You know, now we got the whole city under siege with homelessness.
So, like, you know, I guess what's different from what we doing and what the police do is they kind of seem like they're coming as aggressors, they coming as agitators, and you know, we trying to get an understanding opposed to you know, trying to escalate a situation. We seen multiple people in a vacant apartment. We didn't, you know, shoot them. We didn't beat them up or anything like that. We just tried to, you know, get a better understanding of their situation. You feel me? And then also see how we could step in. I don't believe so. Yeah, try to get a better understanding of their situation, connect them to resources. But had that been a police officer, they would have probably hit with trespassing or breaking and entering or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you know, we don't want to be an extra hindrance or extra hurdle to our people. And like, we moved in, you know what I'm saying? So these are our neighbors, you know what I'm saying? So we're not trying to be a hindrance or obstacle to our neighbors. We want to uplift them. Right. But at the same time, you know, we got to be realistic about the elements that we're dealing with, you know.
And upstairs, because old school moved out, didn't it?
Coming in hot.
Secure.
Secure. 159 secure. We're going upstairs.
Yeah.
Coming in hot. I got the point.
Is anybody in the apartment?
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
We're on.
Is anybody in the apartment?
We're on.
Announce yourself.
Hall clear. Hall clear. Bathroom clear. I'm on. No safety. Bedroom clear. Yeah, I did.
Clear.
Clear. Secure. We need to lock this door. We can.
That's real 259.
259.
I put 259 needs to be secure. Alright.
There goes some nice air in there.
Oh, that's an AC in there?
Boy,
Hey, you know, the old school called.
nice AC.
When you guys are keeping note of all the ones that...
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Just so you can come back around and double check.
Yes, sir. Double, triple, quadruple
Yeah,
check.
and
Right.
we're also in a group. We're texting management and the owners at the same time. So.
Got it. And are they appreciative of the stuff that you guys are
Yes,
Oh
doing?
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
That's our payment. The appreciation is our payment,
that's our
sir.
payment, the appreciation. And
Yes, sir.
really, no one can help them, and so us doing this is like they're able to do other things now. Now they have the time to buy new windows, put doors in, clean apartments up, and put new residents in. They couldn't do that at first because all the vacant apartments were being burned down and tore up and used for criminal activities. So this is a big determinant of criminal activities by us going in these vacant apartments.
A lot of those vacant apartments that we went to and we was trying to see if they're secure. Initially, those were not secure.
They weren't secure.
But through us doing what we're doing, they've been better able to, you know, lock them up and get them secured and whatnot.
Right.
What about that flooded apartment?
Let's go check it. Let's check it. Troll coming through. Coming up, we're on. Coming in hot. Coming in hot if it's open. Secure.
Secure.
264 secure. How you doing? Troll coming through. 264 secure.
Hello.
Hey, how you feeling?
We making sure ain't nobody, you know, running up in the apartment. Yeah, so the issue with this apartment, what it is, it's an elderly woman who lives under this apartment. One night, you know, we seen some cats in the vacos. We had to make them, the vacant apartments, we had to make them leave. And in retaliation, they came 2 hours later, flooded this entire apartment out. And then, you know, subsequently, the water came into the elderly person's apartment. And, you know, she doesn't have any kids or nobody to check on her. So nobody really knew until the next day. So this is some of the activity that we're trying to stop, you know what I mean? Shit that really ain't got no place. There's no reason to, you know, flood the apartments. Yeah, so we're not going to say homelessness is the root of the issue. But in this community, man, like I was saying, there's nothing motivating or aspiring or productive for people to get into when they leave their house, when they leave their community. They walk outside, go to Bonneview, Simpson, Stewart. There's literally no place that they can apply for a job. You understand me? So things like that actually, and there's no vocation centers. There's nowhere for people to get skills and things of that nature. So that contributes to the climate. You know what I'm saying? And that contributes to this neighborhood being less motivating to live in. You know, we just cleaned up the whole apartment complex Saturday, and the purpose of that was, you know, once they see us out here patrolling, but also the community gets to see us in a different light, where we actually clean up and we pick up trash off the floor, which is not ours, but the whole point of that is to boost the morale of the people in this community, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's really not a motivating community to be a part of, but it can, and through this process, that's what we plan to do.
Okay. Well, like you said, these are for women that are off drug abuse and want to get their families back. So that's why we had a 10-foot gate around this. We call these the Reds. We actually stay in here, but there's nothing but women and children stay here, all races. White women stay here with their kids, black women stay here with their kids, Hispanic women stay here with their kids. So every race is in here, and it's nothing but women and children. And so they are the ones that really wanted us to come in at first. So we came in here for them to protect them, but to do that we had to shut these down. We're not just patrolling apartments, we actually moved in them, which a lot of people don't do. They patrol, but they don't move in and live in the apartments. And that what made the big change to us staying here. So let's go.
Oh, and it's Tanel Atkins' office is right outside these. If you jump the gate right here, you'll be at his office.
Right.
Patrol coming through. No, they had to, when I told you about the drive-by, it took the police like 6 hours to come. 6 hours. The police station is right here. It's a brand new police station down the street.
It's less than 2 miles.
Less than 2 miles. Guys come through and do a drive-by. The manager calls the police never show up. Well, 5 hours later, and they wonder why they got community engagement specialists over here. Gorilla Mainframe, BEM over here, putting in their work. Community engagement activists putting in their work. Because, you know, I'm not dissing them, but all I'm saying is the facts is facts. Management called, there was a drive-by over here last week. Took police 5-6 hours to get here. You know, that's really ridiculous.
Hey, so look, it's 2 problematic apartments that they brought to our attention. Y'all want to check these 2?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
We can grab the water to walk with.
That's what we're dealing with right here. And every time they do something, it's costing the owners money, management, and it seems like the city, you know, they want to take the apartments, man, so they're not really concerned.
Nope.
It's take what they want so they can take it. So we can get the fines and stuff like that.
That opens the door.
Yeah. But like I said, it's people coming from this store right here.
That opens the door.
They live at this store during the daytime. They come over here at 2, 3 in the morning and go in these vehicles and turn them up and try to burn them down. And we don't want, a lot of our residents got kids, and we don't want these homeless people snatching a little girl coming out and bringing her into a vacant apartment and raping her. You know, we dealing with all that type of stuff too.
Every single day our lives is on the line. Every single day.
One of them, their name was Glendale. Glendale, he threw a rock in a window with 2 little girls in there. Their mom, she leaves for work at 7 o'clock in the morning. We actually seen him over there. And you know, they let us know that he knows that they stay there. He knows what time their mom leaves for work. And so, you know, that's just expounding on one of the issues he was talking about.
So this is a coalition effort, Black Empowerment GMF. The coalition is community engagement specialists, activists. Black Empowerment is based out of Fort Worth, so this basically is a Dallas and Fort Worth coalition, and we basically work together. And also, we do this in Fort Worth, and they come to Fort Worth to do the same thing, and Fort Worth come to Dallas. So it's a whole team, a whole coalition effort right here.
We love this, man. We love our people, so we can't wait on everybody else to police us. We have to police ourselves.
We ain't police.
We
We do not police nobody.
We ain't policing, we engaging.
Engage. We protect ourselves.
Anything can happen. I'm sure I'm stressing what Devontae has already stated. The most important part of what we're doing here now is more or less the engagement process. Talking to people.
Anybody in the apartment? Anybody in the apartment? Clear. Clear.
So y'all, what basically happened? Come back to and then go up. That's basically what happens. You basically, people more or less innovate. And that's, to a degree, that's fine. As far as homelessness, I'm not talking about just someone that's just being homeless. I'm talking about someone who, may not be in the best interest of the overall community.
You got a job or something? He been out the way.
It's probably scary.
That's a kid.
It's scary.
Are you talking to us?
Yeah.
I wouldn't let him in my house. The police told him he couldn't be in my house. Where you at? I think I have security smoker in there. I don't need no elders, but I want him on my house first.
On drugs, butt ass naked. He comes to his mama's house, causing ruckus, tripping, high on whatever he's high on. They don't want him over here, so what we doing is trying to extract him before the police come. He's in here saying, man, y'all gonna kill me. We just reassuring him that that's not what we're here for, but we can't speak for what the police is gonna do when they get here. So we're trying to just remove him before the police come, because we can't speak for what they'll do. You did. Yeah.
Are they on their way?
Well, they called him. I think she was on the phone with him. That don't mean that they're gonna come actually, but the call was made. Yeah. So
how far do you go to try to get someone out of the house that the owners don't want them in? I mean, it seems like you guys are being pretty calm about the whole thing.
come on, bro. Come on.
Get the shoes. Get some shoes for him. Grab some shoes for him. You good, bro.
I think our approach, the way we handle things, we don't have to go to extremes. You know what I'm saying? This is a person that's on drugs that the cops would say, or potentially would say is a threat, and make him a high security. But you see, he's walking, he's leaving. That's him. So just our approach makes us, we're able to de-escalate high energy, volatile situations in this manner without shooting anybody, without harming anybody. But we have to be on the side of the people's back. So if we had to use more force, given the nature of the situation, we would have potentially did that, but we haven't had to do that yet.
They're just looking for his shoes now.
Yeah, he's barefoot.
Walk around.
Right. Well, he's already at the Family Dollar.
His own mama broke his own mama house. Why we awoke? I can't do this no more.
Can you kind of explain to me what the situation was?
He on drugs. He want me to let him in the house. I call the police on him all the time. I asked him to stay away from me because I got grandkids in there. He kept banging on my door. I'm just trying to ignore it. I can ignore stuff like that. But when you climbing through my window, kicking me while I'm trying to pull you out, something wrong with you. He on drugs. He probably on wet and powder.
Yeah, they were around to kind of
Yes.
de-escalate the situation.
Yes. And this what happened to me with my own family. Don't nobody over here mess with me. It's my family.
But yeah, man, it's real out here, you know what I'm saying? So it's a random situation. Even the guy that you know, we had the situation with shot at us a few weeks back, or a couple months ago, whatever, you know, he was involved in a situation to where, you know, he shot someone returned fire on him, and, you know, he's back out here today. And it was a coincidence that we heard 6 shots last night during the storm. That's probably his that's not his bad.
Were you guys out here when that other shooting happened between those 2 guys?
Yeah, you came back.
He's sitting in the car. I was just talking to him. The guy got shot. Are you doing pretty good?
They shot each other. It's a.
What was it about, do you know?
It could have been about any number of things here, but I'm sure it was petty.
I mean,
They know each other well.
must have been, I would imagine it. I mean, if I was going to shoot somebody.
This kid, that reason is probably not the same reason you would have. It's probably happened along the lines with something having to do with respect. You know, something would be petty, but then the underlying reason is respect. That's probably, and I'm just theorizing truly, but I think it probably has something to do with respect. But fortunately, both of them survived, and that's the important thing. This here, like for example, this here was shot out. This last here was shot. See what I'm saying?
Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside.
We ain't talking. We good.
We're just following along with them.
That's the news. This kid, go ahead, get on that TV. This the news. This the news. That ain't no motherfucking news. Nigga, this the news. Why y'all got the microphone and stuff? Ain't no motherfucking news. That is the broadcast. This is not cool. Put the camera on me. Where is the minute? Where minute?
Y'all stay away from this corner right here with the camera.
Huh? Wait. We on the music video.
I know. I just want to make sure everybody stay right here with me. Okay.
Hey, hey.
seemed like it was probably just a warning shot or something.
See, what sets us different from all the sensational talk is things like this nobody really gonna see. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, this what you know what I'm saying? We've done our best to tell a lot of things, a lot of different things you just saw tonight. You know what I mean? A lot of different things, different elements. We talk to different elements in the community. That's part of the work that a lot of people don't want to do. We in the mud. You know what I mean? I don't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? I choose to be here. You know what I mean? Because this is part of my process and my thought process. You know, that's what I believe in. He felt a certain level of disrespect, low key follow behind him, and that was what that discussion was about. Basically. Reason why I didn't want you guys to come over there with the cameras, because I didn't want to get all crazy and wild and all this other kind of stuff and make it uncomfortable for us still being here and for them too, but mainly for us still being here, because they don't necessarily know what perspective y'all are. They, you know, so that's just the main thing.
What was the initial that one gunshot?
I think that was D-Man.
That was him.
It's just him just being him.
Because he has a mental health issue.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the problem.
He has a drug issue.
It's just him being him.
And homeless issue.
Is that just like is that just him being with a bunch of his friends and trying to be cool and trying to show
I think
off?
he's trying to get some attention grabber. That's all it is.
I mean, it's not for. I mean,
It's a cry for help, really.
Yeah.
Actually, it is.
It is what it is, shit, but
They ain't never had nobody
Even check him. My thing is,
check them or even
if he have nuts to pull a gun at her.
Hold on, Pete. Come on. I know, man. We're gonna catch up with him. We might have to run past y'all. All the police down there? Yeah, this bitch. Okay. The law's right here. I don't know what the.
Are we good to go over here?
Yeah. See, that's the problem over there. I told y'all. Oh, they must have just got her son from trying to break the window.
Y'all just set the truck. Got MTV or what? Hey guys. Hey. Yeah. Oh no, I ain't put my lip gloss on. The churches are hot. Welcome to Highland. Make sure y'all give me my big camera.
I think it's the same one.
Yeah, real shit. Real OG here. Yeah. Y'all know what's going on. Yes, we are live in Hollywood, baby. It is a glizzy land. It's a glizzy land, baby. It's a glizzy land, baby. Reporting live on channel 88.
He cool. He be tripping.
No, he the one that I have a
The
problem
day we was in front of the store, he was in the car with y'all. But he wasn't
with.
he
What did he do to him? I'm trying to see what he do. But what did he do to him? Is he okay?
What they do?
No, he's trying to fight him.
Oh, he was.
No, you're trying to fight him back.
The law?
Can you tell me what happened when y'all was over there wrestling?
I have him in the headlock and pull him to the ground.
He all right though?
He's all right.
Cause he
He
on
okay.
drugs.
He on drugs.
He on that
He
power
on
and that
drugs.
wig.
He on drugs.
Oh, I just asked my son to just leave.
And we
He
try
started
to
trying
stop
to
it.
tie my. I know y'all is.
Try to hit you with a brick too, didn't he?
Yeah.
See?
Hit his mama with a
That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, little brick.
Go back over there.
He good.
You can go around. Man.
You gonna walk over there with me?
Man.
He go around.
Come on with me. Gangsta.
Come on.
bitch.
He came back, tried to throw a brick and hit his mom with a brick. And just low-key ran him to the ground. The police pulled up. Around here to the store. Have you been around here at nighttime? Stopped him, but you know, he was trying to get his mama with a brick.
What?
Yeah. He was trying to hit his mama with a brick.
Hey, we don't like to be on
Little
camera.
documentary, you know what I'm saying? We talking to this brother right
I'm
here.
talking about him.
Oh yeah, nah, you good, you good. Yeah, we doing a documentary. You was one of the first people that we ran into when we first came over here.
Yeah.
So you kind of know the story, what happened. You know what I'm saying? This is, y'all with Dallas out there, but we all with Dallas out there. So if you want, you know, if y'all want to talk to somebody that be over here, you know, we kind of used to catch him in the Vacos, and he kind of one of the people that worked with us.
Yeah.
We went and got him a job. And, you know, he's still trying to find him somewhere to stay. You know what I'm saying? We tried to get together him to put some money over here for the homeless problem, but they wouldn't. They decided to start ticketing more homeless people instead of putting money in this community and build a homeless place for the homeless like we asked them to.
I'm gonna say this. They've been here, man, you know what I'm saying, gave me motivation so I can get out of car. I went and got me a job, you hear me? It's just hard for me to get someplace to stay, you hear me? But, you know, I got a few friends that let me stay with, you know what I'm saying? If not, I go up there and sleep on the library bench. You hear me? I do that because me. I got a lot of pride, but, you know, when he told me, he said, say, man, you know, I said, well, you ain't got to worry about me no more. I did that one time. I said, man, look, I'm trying to help myself, man. Bro, I'm a child. I'm trying to make it. They make it big. They make a hell of a difference over there, man. Seriously, man. And that's, you know, really all I really can say, because when I got my job, they gave me motivation. You hear me? And so that's what they do, man. A lot of people don't understand. We got people over here, man, that need help. Bad, man. I'm talking about bad. You hear me? Bad.
Come on, bro. Hey, man. I love this young brother right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And we doing a documentary, just the Dallas Observer. You know what I'm saying? This really a legendary young brother from Highland Hills. You know what I'm saying? And this one of the brothers we want to make it and be a great black man in the community. You know what I'm saying? He still has an opportunity and chance to be anything he want to be. You know what I'm saying?
I think we saw you over there earlier.
I mean, I could tell you, you know, I don't know if you want to tell, you know what I'm saying, our situation, you know what I'm saying, how we in the apartments came through, you know what I'm saying. Just tell them what you feel about us and how we came through. Nah, don't laugh.
Now you saying as far as like y'all
whatever you want to say, because I don't want to put your business out there.
Presence, I'm just say, shit, they presence made a difference and shit, man. Nah, real talk though, like when I say they presence made a difference, it made a difference, you know what I'm saying?
How did it make a difference?
Just, it made a difference though.
Yeah, we come from him. I'm accepting. Hey, you made my 3 months work.
Yeah. He got shot in the back.
He got shot in the back.
And that's the one we had to shoot out with when we first got here. And we never shot back at him. He know we real, you know what I'm saying? Coming from him, that's big.
Y'all doing good,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? He ain't gonna say nothing about that.
You doing good, man.
He gonna come from no fake spot.
I always tell you, I always watch.
Came from the heart.
I always watch.
So I know that you guys generally don't like to work with the police.
Okay, for sure.
Is this one of those?
I can't even today with them hot dogs.
It just so happened it
I
happened.
got you 4.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, yeah. I was working out the hard dogs.
Yeah.
We had somebody early to leave the actual
So,
apartment
man, every time
from across the street.
I'm trying to put a food pantry.
Drone down, he ran back over here. I guess he was angry.
Yeah, man.
Then went back to his mother's house. And he got work. He had a
Yeah, I'm trying to get a bill.
So my
We got a
mom
non-profit called
was
Commissary.
the month on me, so I ran, had him under custody.
We're gonna provide jobs too. We get it going.
Time.
That's why that's my work.
Actual laws. We try to.
Yeah, I got you.
We try to contain everything through ourselves.
And so, just if you can help me kind of reconstruct what happened, because we were pretty far away from what happened. I mean, how did word get from here all the way back to y'all's place?
Because he didn't work to get help. Long story short, by the time he got here, I was behind running towards the front. Ran to the front, had eyes on that suspect, and I knew what was going on. I put him in a chokehold, and he went, did a move, and he buckled in the ground. And lost him.
Was you on him when the police came?
Oh, yeah.
So glad they didn't shoot both of you.
I don't care. I don't care. But one thing that with me, I don't need a gun. I need a heart. My heart is for my community.
You're right, and you might have just saved his life.
This is life.
Because when the police would have
It's probably high and wet. He did not let go and propose. So I knew if the walls came, it would be more aggressive for us. This is a high-risk area. You have the police department maybe a half block down. They're armed and ready. It's, what, 11 o'clock at night? He's on drugs, drinking. He's acting as a suspect. He would have been dead. The mother would be crying harder than she's doing right now. Right. She'd be heartbroken. Son gone. I lost a son. I'm in pain every day. Every day. So my job is to protect the village. That's it.
He going to jail probably for public intoxication. What? He got a knife. They would have been.
That's coming a bit too.
That's breaking and entering. Just because I'm his mama, you still breaking in my house.
Yeah.
Then I have to wrestle. I'm 50 years old, I'm wrestling with you.
Last week, same thing happened at my mama's house. My sister was beating on the door. She tried to jump through the window. My mama called the police. They took her to jail for public intoxication. They let her out in the morning.
Right, because that's a family member.
Yeah.
Why would you rather him go to jail
Now, if he was a
for breaking and
stranger,
entering?
it'd
Is
been
it because he'll be in jail longer if he goes in for breaking and entering?
Yes. But they say he's going to jail for public intoxication and he got warrants.
That's his mama.
But they won't tell me what kind of warrants he got.
Oh, if he got warrants,
yeah, I done been to jail too many times. That's a misdemeanor. They're going to overlook that.
But see, that's what we dealing
But
with.
he don't come over here no more because
Drugs
I know I'm
abuse.
taking your peace from you.
Mental
I don't want
issues.
to take your peace.
Poverty.
He ain't been back on.
The city, the government ain't dealing with mental issues. You know what I'm saying? They're not really dealing with drug abuse over here. They're not dealing with the homelessness issue over here. You over here, you see. You know what I'm saying? Look. Oh, man, this is ridiculous. So, you know. Hey, and D. Millis ain't number like 16. I think that's why he keep getting out. That's what another dude told me. He's like, man, that dude like 16.
And that's that guy that got shot, right?
Yeah. Come on.
Not quick.
Come on.
Please, whoever that is, alone.
It seems like there are definitely nights that are more quiet than others.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you say this is a high activity night?
This is pretty much
This is a high activity night compared to how we shut it down. This ain't a high activity night to when we first moved up in here.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of the atmosphere when we first arrived. You know what I'm saying? Before we were effective in our duties. You know
About this much.
Well, it was
It was
really
about 30 of those young dudes out here.
Yeah, I'm actually.
With 2 guns in each hand.
Yeah.
Very intimidating.
Right here, right where we live.
I'm trying to get an understanding, like why was it like that?
Why was it like that?
Yeah, what's the
Poor
point
education.
What's the point of hanging out outside one of these buildings?
But
with a bunch
look,
of dudes in guns?
if you go outside the door, the gates of this apartment, what else is there to do?
Sitting in front of the house.
There's no YMCA. There's no jobs. There's no place people can put you know what I'm saying? Applications. The library closed at 6. You know what I'm talking about? So it's really this community is geared for delinquent activities because there's nothing else here. And then the role models are people who could potentially be role models. They move out this neighborhood or neighborhoods like these, and they go to the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a part of the reason why.
The role models. They role models taught them to rob and shoot and kill people. They didn't have role models that taught them how to be upstanding citizens or role models or fight for their people or do the right thing. So these people like 16, 17, a lot of them. So all they know is what they've been taught. Only thing they ever been taught was to stand on the corner and somebody pull them out their car, rob them. Now you got a car, a couple of dollars to go get you some drugs. It gets to once you a drug addict, then the person that was there ain't the same person no more. You understand what I'm saying? These people are willing to do anything to get high and it's just to get high for a day. They don't give a damn if they got a house or a place to stay or a car, because they'll just rob and take somebody's car. They'll rob somebody, get some money, and get high. You know what I'm saying? You're just looking to survive every day. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is about, everyday survival. This ain't about, I got some big 5-year game plan. You know what I'm saying? These people trying to survive the next 24 hours. That's why when we come do the food events, it helps, because it gives them 24 hours to think about something besides about where they're going to eat. We can't give them out no drugs. We can give them out some food. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, just change their mind a little bit. So I know it's hard for other people to understand why people would say that like that, because maybe you weren't raised in a household where your mama was a crackhead, and your daddy, you never knew your daddy, and your mama didn't care if you went to school, didn't give a damn about what you did. You know what I'm saying? Your mama tells you to go out and rob people, come back with some money. You understand what I'm saying? This is the type of environment they're living in. You know, and like I told you, a lot of these people we seen don't even stay over here. They just homeless, including the people at the store, including the people, little young people you see running around, the girls, whatever. They probably ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? If they do, they stay with their great-great-grandmama or something. They ain't got nowhere to stay, you know? Just like that little girl, she trying to run something, but she probably ain't got a GED. You know what I'm saying? You hear that? So, you know, that's just...
I guess those are things that you want to stay out of?
Yeah.
Well, I mean... can I say something?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, those type of things, domestic situations, types of things happen. I think the biggest issue when you deal with those things, you just don't want it to happen outside public. Like, if you don't have everybody has disagreements with their significant other, right? You're not going to agree with everything somebody's saying, you know? So it's just not to do it outside public where it becomes a disturbance. That's our deterrence part. That's the part we try to deter. And you see the engagement process of how we try to, you know, deal with it a certain kind of way. By talking to them, trying to keep people separated, whatever we have to do to try to deter, that's what we try to do.
And I guess that goes back to trying to make the community a more pleasant place.
Exactly.
So that people can just live a more pleasant life.
Exactly.
So people could just live.
Exactly.
People over there couldn't even live. They're dying so much. You know, people just wanted to breathe and live and be able to walk outside. You know what I'm saying? Not just have a job. Can I walk outside? But I getting robbed and dying?
From a political perspective, we say that weapons are political tools to organize masses of people. They become like microphones. So when we first started doing these like demonstrations with weapons back in 2014, it brought us a lot of a platform, so to speak. You know, so in that sense, that's what we say is the symbolism of a weapon, because the idea of a black man with a weapon seems to be, you know, taken as a sensational sort of thing, you know. So we try to take the sensation out of it, try to just specifically identify what that means. And so our weapons are political tools because it creates conversations. Because a lot of times we've run across people here that say, I didn't know you could legally carry weapons, things of this nature. Then we have some sort of conversation. That's what it creates. Second thing, of course, is a self-defense mechanism. Now, in terms of what we dealt with here, as far as when we just dealt with the police because of the disturbing situation, we didn't want any confusion about who was who, and so that way we can kind of keep everybody cool. So at least that's my position on that one. Keep everybody cool, no confusion, because we're not trying to necessarily have to get into a shootout with the police department. That's not what we're trying to do. That's not what it's not the type of example we're trying to give at this particular time as far as us doing these patrols. Yeah. As far as us walking through the community. That's not what we're trying to do. Well, I should say a year ago, there was like 8 or 9 pages of things that happened, you know, as far as calls for incidents with police. When we came here, we chopped it down to 1 page. Was it 1 page?
Not even a full page.
Not even a full page. That's the engagement. It's just the engagement process. It's just them knowing. See, here's the thing. If we came here like we was just like police, it would have been, we wouldn't have been lasting here this long. Before we came here, there was multiple security groups, the tough guys, whoever you want to call it. They all got ran from here. Look, our whole approach is, you want to know why we just dress like this, dress like regular, because we want to identify with them as close as possible. Because if we identify with them as close as possible, then we can have some sort of relationship. But we walking around with things like we saw in the Army, with Kevlar helmets and tactical vests, and they say security on the back. That's not going to be in the communication. You know what I mean? No, it's not communication. We can't even. We just had an issue that we just checked. Somebody just fired a weapon, and we were able to address that situation, deter it just from escalating forward the best way we could. They're not going to be a normal security group is not going to be able to do that, because they're going to be deemed as a threat. They're just going to escalate, and it's going to continue to escalate. So that's the thing.
Call the police out.
Yeah, and they're going to call the police. But see, when you call the police is going to leave, and they're going to still come back and escalate. Mm-hmm. They still going to come back. It's not like, oh, it's going to stop because of police. You know what I mean? That's the difference, if I can explain it. So let's just say, theoretically, if we were like a regular security group, yeah, they would have called the police and stopped momentarily, and then they would have came back and addressed it again, and it would just kept going again and again and again until they ultimately would have left the property because they feel a certain level of threat. I mean, that's what potentially going on. So what our engagement part is a social platform, which we do try to address with like the food, clothes, and shelter part of the process. Mind you, we've been working in Highland Hills 5 years, so we're not no strangers in Highland Hills. We know the lingo. We've been in the pinks. We've been in the browns. We're just doing this over in the greens. The greens, according to the stats that we got, was the most violent location in Highland Hills, according to the stats, according to the police stats. So, and we've been here, and we lasted the long hot summer in Highland Hills, and we deterred criminal activity to the point to where we got it down to 1 page. That's historical.
11 debatable incidents. So out of all the incidences, this one has the most, and that's where we're at right now. Yeah. And you know, this just goes on to describe different activity incidents. And the assistant in the office was like, "Hey, y'all remember when these were 8 pages, front and back? This is not even a page." So they were very excited about that. And what I did, I just kind of put a notation on this paper to explain that to whoever might see this paper in the future. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these front and back. And then when we come in, it's not even a full page. That's why I got to keep this paper, you know what I'm saying? This is...
Yeah, I mean, that's your proof.
Told us to drop our weapons.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
We ain't gonna do that.
No, I mean, but you gotta understand too. He gets the call about somebody being shot.
Yeah.
He roll up here and he sees people with weapons.
Exactly. So I'd have probably did the same thing he did. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, we all people, bro. Ain't nobody trying to get shot out here.
Nah, not tonight. Shit. We're all trying to go home, but yeah, when he said he automatically just came, said put our weapons down, we weren't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're within our rights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're doing something illegal.
Y'all ain't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Correct. But it all comes down to safety, bro.
Right on.
Definitely.
Right on.
On both ends. I'm correct.
We just had a shooting that took place, and so just had a shooting that took place. So we're just out here. Shout. Come tell us what's happening, man. Come back and light.
We had got a phone call about a shooting. A resident called me on my personal number. You know, I immediately went out to go engage the situation. We're not shying or hiding from confrontation situations like this. But so a call was made, somebody got shot. We pulled up on the scene. Immediately, the responding officer seen us with our rifles and immediately stopped us, told us to put our weapons down and on the ground. We refused. We was not going to put our weapons down, especially when we're in our legal right to open carry in Texas. What they did was the other officer
was trying to just make sure if we were okay to go while they do continue their investigation. You see, we're not in the back of the police unit. We're not in an active shootout. We did what we did, and now we're going to go home while these vacant big boys are on the scene out here. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We engage in our party. Yeah, engage in our community.
That's good. That's good.
We ain't putting no motherfucking weapons down. What's wrong with you?
More and more often, as the apartment complex becomes safer, children come out to play at the Greens playground. Less and less, the patrollers carry their guns on the property. I'm Jacob Vaughn, a journalist based out of North Texas. Some people call me Cobb, and this was a Cobbcast. Thanks for watching.